Welcome back to our next lesson before we start some revision and do our next test. Alright, today we're up to right down the bottom, come here, up here to about week 5. We might be in week 6 depending on how the program's gone, where we do a little bit more about integers. There's some revision there from last time. Alright, you can have a go at those. Alright. Today we want to think a bit more about how we actually do these and just summarize some of the shortcuts that we can do. When we have plus a negative and minus a positive, we can replace it by a negative. So for example, in our little statement here, 7 plus a negative 3 is the same as 7 minus positive 3. And both of them can be pretty well written as 7 minus 3. When we have plus a positive or minus a negative, we replace that with a positive. So for example, 4 plus positive 2 is the same as 4 plus 2. And that's what I mean by plus a positive, like that bit there. Or the opposite of that is the other one, minus a negative. And this is my statement here. 6 plus positive 2 is the same as 6 minus negative 2, which are both a 6 plus 2. So another way of writing this is 4 minus negative 2 is also the same as 4 plus 2, which means he's in fact the same as this one. Okay? Let's summarize this. So, if the two signs are the same, the result's addition. If it's plus a positive or minus a negative, it's going to be addition. If the signs are opposite, it's going to be a subtraction. Minus a positive or plus a negative, it's going to be a minus. Okay, but those two signs have got to be next to each other when the calculation is written down. That's how it's got to work. Let's have a look. Here's some examples we'll have a go at. Let's work through some answers. All right, so on the first one, I've got 4 plus positive 9. So that's plus a positive, which is the same as 4 plus 9, and that is 13. 4 plus 9 is 13, which you should already know. In B, all right, so I'm not going to worry about this one out here. I'm only worrying about this bit here in the middle. I've got plus minus 3. So my negative one doesn't change. You can see that there. But plus minus 3, a positive and a negative, it's the same as just minus. Negative 1 minus 3 equals negative 4. Okay? So the plus negative 3 is the same as minus 3. It's almost like we can ignore this little plus sign in the middle and just concentrate on the fact that there's a minus there. The next two, we've got 10 minus a positive 1. And you can see we can change the positive and negative to just a negative, and that's a 9. Okay, and in the next one, we've got negative 6 minus negative 5. Not worried about that one, only worried about in the middle there. Two negatives make a positive, which is what we've written there. Okay, so negative 6 plus 5 equals negative 1. Okay, and that's just a bit of a summary of that. If the signs are the same, two positives or two negatives, it becomes a positive. If they're not the same, it's a negative sign. Minus a positive is just like a minus. All right, let's have a go at the questions in the middle here, and we'll see you next lesson. Thanks for coming.